Hello and welcome to ILTV Israel Daily. I'm Erin Molan. Great to see you. I didn't need to come to Israel in person to believe, to see evidence firsthand of the unthinkable atrocities committed on October 7, to hear firsthand what survivors were forced to endure, to feel firsthand the ground shake as bombs explode nearby, to convince myself that I'm on the right side of history. I already know that. But I'm so glad that I came, because even in my pre-existing state of unwavering conviction, I underestimated the level of depravity, the extent of the evil that occurred, the calibre of enemy that surrounds this tiny democratic nation fighting desperately for its life. I'd read and I'd seen and I'd heard, but I could not comprehend fully until now. I stood inside the room where three beautiful little children, two my daughter's age, watched their parents being murdered before suffocating and burning to death themselves. I walked where thousands of innocent young people ran for their lives at a music festival devoted to peace. I watched the raw vision from October 7, all of it. And it was from their body cams, it was from phones, it was from security cameras. A dad desperately trying to save his two young boys, one under his arm, the other running ahead, sprinting away from terrorists before being killed in front of their eyes. Then I witnessed their shock, their fear, their trauma, shaking, just shaking, crying, shaking, whilst the killers went through their fridge casually like nothing had happened. I watched the sadistic beheading of a young Israeli man, hacking again and again and again. I stepped onto the porch where two babies were kidnapped and still to this day remain in Gaza. Their toys are still lying untouched for hundreds of days. But do you know what cripples me more than anything that I've just said? And that's hard. What scares me more than anything, it's not actually what they did. It was their reaction to it in real time. That's what I can't comprehend. I'm trying to process it. I cannot, no matter how hard I try. The glee, the joy, the pure elation at what they were doing. They watched children burn and they smiled and they laughed. They laughed and they cheered when an innocent teenage girl was shot in the back. They shot her. Their actions on that day were evil personified, but their reactions to them were even worse. The enemy of Israel, the Jewish people, and let's be frank, all of us who believe in life and freedom and peace, they can't be human, these people. It's not possible. You cannot coexist ever with the people I watched carry out October 7. None of us can. And unless we figure that out as a world, and quickly, my gosh, we need to do it quickly, then it's only a matter of time before we see October 7 over and over again. But next time, it will be in our own backyard.